So this is the worst of the bunch. This is the worst of the bunch. I don't know what the hell OG Anunoby's doing here, but this is the worst of the bunch. All right, let's get to Raptors Media Day. So the best pieces of content we got from Raptors Media Day were so they did a lot of games with all the players, like behind the scenes, and they had all of the Raptors players draw the OVO logo by hand. If you don't know what the OVO logo looks like, first of all, get up out of the rock that you're under. Second of all, this is what it looks like. Pretty standard. It's the owl. Pretty synonymous with the Raptors these days. It's on their practice jerseys. They practice at the OVO Athletic Center. That is the logo that they were tasked with drawing. A lot of broadcasting corporations are getting players to draw logos, and I mean, it's making good content, so they're just going to keep on doing it. Let's take a look at what the Raptors came up with. So first of all, so there's 9 players that I saw who did it. Forgive me if I don't have all 9, but here is the 9 that did it, starting with Pascal Siakam. You know, it's not bad, a little small, but the general shape, I think you could figure out what it is based on that. You've got Scotty Barnes. Look at that smile. Look at my man cheesing. Look at my man cheesing, showing off of his design. He's so proud of his design. Now, Precious Achiuwa, the shape is a little bit off on this one, but the eyes, he has like the eyes, which maybe Pascal and Scotty don't, because they've drawn it so small. I'm going to assume they didn't do this from memory. I'm going to assume they had it in front of them, because some of these are like decent. Then we have Delano Banton. This is the worst of the 4. I mean, Delano's from like the GTA, so he should know better. Regardless, this is what he came up with. There's 4 more as well. So this is the worst of the bunch. This is the worst of the bunch. I don't know what the hell OG Anunoby's doing here, but this is the worst of the bunch. Like, it looks like something a 3-year-old would draw, but from their imagination. This looks nothing like the OVO logo. I don't know what the hell OG Anunoby's doing here, man. It's just so flat. It's got no shape. I don't know if he was trolling or what. But this is what he came up with. Next one is Goran Dragic. Look how happy he is to be there, right? Not bad at all. And he's got a clean signature. We'll add that. This is Gary Trent's. Again, I don't know, like, what is that? Why does he have a big crevice in his head? This is terrible. What are you doing, Gary? Like, OG looks like he's trolling. Like, OG genuinely looks like he didn't understand the assignment. Gary Trent looks like he tried, and I don't know why he came up with that shape. It's got like like a heart-shaped head. The wing is all off. Gary, what are you doing, man? And then the next one, Chris Boucher, mean mugging. Again, not good. Not very good. The shape is off. The wing is off. The body's supposed to be connected to the wing as well. Oh, like, Raptors love the chevron so much that he put one in the owl's head. I don't know, man. And there's one more that'll pull up. Maokai Flynn also added in his own version of the design. Not as good of a photo, but this is just not that good as well. Maokai, but I'm going to trust that Maokai did his best. It just didn't quite come off for himself. He did his best, though. So, we have a fun little activity now. I'm going to be ranking all of the drawings. Who did it best? Who did it worse? We have all 9 of them down below. They're faced beside their drawing to showcase kind of who did what. So, let's rank where they place on the tier list. The easiest one of this, the easiest one, is OG Anunoby. What was he thinking? What was he thinking when he drew that? What was he trying to do? What was he trying to draw? Was he even trying? Was it a joke? Is he not taking this assignment seriously? It looks nothing like the OVO owl. What was he doing? Not very good. Not very good. I'm gonna put, you know what? Gary Trent also gets in the D category because I don't know what he's doing with that. The shape and everything is just absolutely terrible. The crevice in his head is bad. It's bad. Gary Trent ain't do it. OG's a troll, I think. Gary Trent actually did a horrible job with his drawing, and I hope you understand the satire and how much I care about grown men drawing a fictitious owl. Next on the list, we go to the C category. I mean, let's look in order here. So Scotty Barnes, I think Scotty Barnes executed his pretty well. Like, I think Scotty Barnes, as far as this goes, is S tier. As far as the Raptors drawings go compared to all of them, that's probably one of the best ones on the list. So I'm going to give him the S tier. I'm going to give him the S tier. I think he's done a great job with the logo. It could be bigger, but I'm not going to knock him for the size. The people who did it bigger tend to have, like, they have to do a little bit more detail, which is a little bit more difficult. But regardless, I think Scotty Barnes did well enough to get himself in the S tier. And then we're going to move to Precious Achiuwa. This one, I mean, it's a mid tier. It's a straight B. You understand the shape. I think that if you saw that out of context, you would understand what he's trying to draw. So I am going to put him in the B tier. The shape is good. I like the wing placement. He did really well with the head, the eyes as well, with like the circle. He did a great job with the head, and I think that warrants a nice solid B position. You know what? Could he move up to A? I'm looking at the other ones. I'm gonna move up to A actually. Yeah, because compared to the other one, that's solid. Next on this is Delano Banton, and Delano. Rexdale was let down by this drawing. You're an OVO man because you're in the GTA. You gotta understand. You gotta be better than that. The shape, I mean, he had to literally write OVO on it for us to understand what it is. Didn't even do the wing. The eyes aren't bad, but the head shape isn't bad, but the body is complete letdown. Delano Banton, you let Rexdale down with that one. Next up is Goran Dragic. This is one of the better ones. I'm gonna put that in A. I don't quite think it's up to the S tier, but I think that's an A. Goran Dragic did really well with the drawing. Got like the good shape of the wings, similar to Precious Achiuwa, and he got the head shape down. The head shape was difficult for some to execute, looking at you, Gary, but he got the head shape, got like the ears and the eyes. I think Goran Dragic did well. They had to have not been doing this blind. They have to have had the logo in front of them, looking at them. Next one is Chris Boucher. This is also a D tier one. It's just Chris. The wing out like that. The big chevron in his head. What were you thinking with this? Chris Boucher doesn't know how to draw. He warrants his spot on the C tier. Oh, did I call it D? On the C tier, regardless. I'm gonna have to put him there. Next one is Maokai Flynn. I think this is your B tier. The wing, I like that he had the wing connected and got the good wing shape connected to the body. He got the owl head shape a little bit wrong, but the eyes look good, the nose looks good. So I think, I'm gonna have to just, like, he's on the cusp of C, but because there's no other B on the list, I'm gonna have to put him there because we have another S tier. I'm gonna put Pascal Siakam right up with the best. Ooh, do we put him up top? Nah, we'll put him behind Scotty. Pascal Siakam, the wing shape is good. The body shape is good. The posture and the head shape is excellent. The eyes, the nose. He has executed this very well. Pascal Siakam understood the assignment. I don't know how we got OG doing that to Siakam doing that. OG. I really don't know what OG Anunoby was trying to accomplish with his drawing, but that warrants his spot. I mean, we could add in another tier below. Call it the OG tier because he is in a class of his own. At least, like if I saw Gary Trent and OG and if I saw OG Anunoby's, I thought it would be a 3-year-old trying to draw a picture based off of reading Where the Wild Things Are, the children's book. Well, also not, but you know what I mean. I don't know what he's trying to do. Gary Trent, at least I can maybe figure it out. I think if I just saw that blank, I wouldn't understand what it is. I think that C downward, if I saw it without context, I wouldn't know what they're trying to do. But if you're B tier upwards, I would know what you're trying to draw. I mean, Delano cheated because he wrote OVO on it, but if he didn't write OVO, I wouldn't really understand what it is. But B tier up, I would understand they're trying to do the OVO logo. So there is the placement for all of that. OG gets his own tier. We're gonna leave OG on his own tier because that is just a disrespect to Drake. He should have to go face Drake at his house for putting out something like that.